Good morning. Hi, how are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing with your Friday morning 5 moves in 5 minutes. And as it's Friday, it is always going to be our balance and strength. We work in various ways throughout the week, but Fridays is always just tuning in to how our balance is and working on that and adding some strength to that. Good morning. I hope you're all well. I'm going to show you 3 moves that we do every week that are going to be our sort of staple moves so we can see how we progress with, and then a couple of additional moves just to add that sort of je ne sais quoi to our balance. As always, if you are going to join in, please make sure you are feeling fit and well. And as your balance is involved, if you need support, whether it's just resting a fingertip against the wall, a door, a chair, have that to hand. Be comfortable. Always knowing that we can progress and we can progress. We're starting where we're at. But as always, you're only going to do what's suitable for you. If in doubt, leave it out and we can always chat about it and see what else we can come up with. And also clear safe space, hugely important. We don't want any additional trip hazards and things like that. So my first 2 moves, we're going to go into a split stance, come up into tiptoes. I'm going to hold a weight for this one to add a bit of strength, but this can all be done body weight as well. We're then going to go into, I'm going to put the weight down, we're then going to go into sort of a sprinter action, but we're not actually going anywhere. Then a little bit of mobility for the leg and the hip, and then a couple of moves that are going to challenge the strength and the balance as well. So I'm going to stop talking. Actually, I think what we'll do first of all, we'll start without holding a weight, and then we can do the weighted movement afterwards. So 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, feet hip width apart. I'll take a step back. I'm going to come in to a sort of sprinter pose, as if I'm about to carry on running, but I'm not. I'm pausing, holding myself, bringing myself back up again. Off we go. So mimicking sort of a running action, but being able to pause, on those tiptoes, bring ourselves back. So those moments where you've suddenly got to stop, we can do that. Now, occasionally there is that tendency of you keep going, and that's fine. But when we need it, can we actually pause, come back? During the class, we will do both sides, so we balance everything out. And we can also, again, incorporate the arms, so we're getting some shoulder movement, a little bit of rotation, looking straight ahead, or maybe we start looking left to right, which mimics, again, our walking, our running, being aware, and adding that visual and head rotation is going to challenge the balance a bit as well. From here, I'm going to hold my weight, and in my split stance, we're going to go up onto tiptoes, gentle bend of the knees, hinge of the hips, lower the heels down, straighten. So tiptoe, bend, lower, straighten. So I'm working, again, all those toe joints coming up into the balls of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, hips, everything in between is working to come up, to bend, to move. So this is quite a nice assessment to see how everything feels. And again, working to that range. If doing the little bend is too much, perhaps just coming up on tiptoes is enough for now. And again, doing it holding a weight or not. Again, all works. Brilliant. Pause from there. Next move, just some literally mobility. So I'm going to be standing. I'm having my other arm out, I think, a bit of balance, but literally swinging my leg back and forth. I'm going to add a little bit of hip movement. So rather than just standing doing this, which again is a valid option and definitely worth doing too, but can I add a little bit more movement through the hips so I get a little bit more range? Now again, maybe I need to hold on to something. I'm aiming for my left foot to be really connected with the floor. Make sure I'm not going to kick the cupboard actually as well. So my left leg, foot's really connected. I can feel that moving, soft knee, and then the momentum is coming from this side. So you can play around with this, find your pace, your speed. Do I want to do that little hinge forward and come back to being upright, or do I want to just be more upright and let the leg swing itself? Next, from there, we're going to do a little bit of a head movement and challenging the balance, but we're going to do it in a split stance. So I'm going to, heel to toe. So I'm standing in this position, which automatically could just be enough. It's going to challenge the balance. But can I now look left, actually that's right, left, up and down. Now noticing how the change in my head and neck direction makes a difference to that balance. My right leg is having to really work hard to stabilize. Now, if that was too much, we could just have a slightly wider split stance and then see how that feels. That feels much easier, much more comfortable. Again, that heel to toe, changing our stance. And then the last one, just for a little bit of movement, we're going to jump forward, jump back, side, forward, back, as if we're jumping over a puddle or something. So we're adding that quickness. Just move it out of the way so I don't jump on the kettlebell. So I'm going to literally jump forward, jump back. I'm aiming to do it on one foot. So just forward, back. Again, finding your rhythm with that. That's better actually. So left, right, left, right, left, right. So we're adding that sort of power, having to jump out of the way, working on landing on one foot, pushing away on one foot. And again, if we didn't want to jump, let's sidestep it forward. So we're still having to, go into that balance move as we take that step forward. So there's lots of ways of working on all of these actions, which again are going to help with our balance, build our strength, build our awareness, our proprioception, so that when we need it, our balance is ready to step in and help us out. Let me know how you get on. There we go, 5 moves in 5 minutes. Are you practicing your balance? You're probably doing more than you think, but really tune into it. How is your balance practice going? I'd love to know. Have a super weekend. I'll be back next week with more 5 moves in 5 minutes. Anything you want me to cover, let me know. Put a comment below and I'll get back to you. But on that note, see you soon. Take care.